1271. Today I'm going to talk the whole exercise about imagination, and probably I will go that road for many days. I mean, it's not just today. I have to figure out what the imagination look like, what imagination really is and how to work with that. So I know a lot of things about memory, I know lots of things about attention, still not everything, but quite more than about imagination. But imagination, it seems to be some tricky thing, because it's like you combine memory and attention and you got imagination, because you can't imagine everything just out of nothing. You have to use your experience, which you already have. You take your experience, it's your memory, you remember things, and you take your attention and you focus it on something that you want to create. Let's say you ask yourself, let's say a lecture. Yeah, now I'm working on my lecture, and it will be about how to think in English. And I know that there's three major things like attention, memory, imagination are very useful to focus on and work on while you're learning language, because if you just improve your attention, imagination, and your memory, and if you set it as a task for learning language, you don't learn language, you learn how to improve your memory, attention, imagination. So if you start doing this, if you start solving the task, solving the problem, it's like your problem. You have memory, you have attention, you have imagination, and it's like you can't say that it's perfect. It can never be perfect, even if you are, U.S. champion of memory or whatever it may be. Even if you can memorize things quite quickly, it always can get better if you learn how to make it better. The same about attention. You'll never be able to have a perfect attention. If you train yourself, if you learn how to improve your attention, you can always grow in this way. So, and it's like a task. If you focus on this task and learn language to improve your attention, imagination, and memory, you can you can come up with no language. I mean, you can just forget about language, but you can improve your memory, attention, and imagination. It's like a task, and if you feel that it improves, and you will definitely feel it if you work for a while, maybe for a month, maybe for a few months, if you work on it constantly, if you are continuing doing this again and again, I mean, improving your memory and talking about it and learning how to do that, at least for 10-15 minutes a day, or 5 minutes a day, or even 1 minute a day. Even if you check every day your memory and ask yourself, what have you done to improve your memory? What have you done to improve your attention or imagination? It's like you will definitely improve it. And if you see how your memory grows, how your attention grows, and how your imagination grows, you'll get some results from learning. I mean, it's like you don't think in your native language at all. You eliminate all thoughts and everything you know, everything you knew before about this topic, and you start learning it from scratch. Oh, okay, memory, what does it mean? What does it mean exactly in this language? How can I describe it by using different language? And then you, oh, okay, there's one type to describe it. Memory is an ability of human being to keep in mind something for a long period of time or for a short period of time. There's two types of memory: short-term memory, long-term memory, etc. You learn all of this, and it's like to learn this definition, it takes you maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, let's say. Okay, next day you start from the beginning. You stand in front of the camera and talk to yourself. What do you know about memory? And you try to use words which you learn. If you don't remember anything, you just stand and repeat memory, 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 memory. Then you go to the internet and learn it again. Not continue to learn what you learned before. Don't read what you wrote yesterday. Start from the beginning. Try to find a new definition. Try to explain it in a different way with new words, because you can express your understanding of memory every time with different words, and every time you can express it better. And if you focus on that, it's like one task. Okay, you can work